Hey everyone, Kyle here. In today's video, I'll show you how to run TikTok ads for your Shopify store, a step-by-step guide. Whether you're a total beginner or looking to sharpen your skills, stick around. We'll cover everything like how to structure your ad campaigns, set them up on TikTok, and get high converting content, and even analyze your data for effective scaling. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to bring tons of orders to your Shopify store. So now let's get started. So now to get started, we would need to create our ad manager account, which is the TikTok for Business account. So you would need to go into this website, and I will be providing the link in the description below so that you can easily get here and get the correct website. So from here, what you're going to do is click on Get Started button. And then from here, you would need to provide all of this in order for you to create your advertiser account here in TikTok. So now once you are done creating your account or logging in into your TikTok ads manager, let's now understand the TikTok ad campaign structure. So to make the most out of TikTok advertising, it's essential to understand how campaigns are structured. The TikTok ad structure is divided into 3 levels: the campaign, ad groups, and ads. So let me explain each one. So the first one would be the campaign level. So at the very top is your campaign, which represents the overall strategy and goal of your advertising efforts. Here, you define the campaign objective, which is what you are seeing right now as the advertising objective right here, such as generating website traffic, increasing conversions, boosting engagement, and many more right here. So you can think of this as the foundation of your ad setup. It determines what you want to achieve. And now next is the ad group level. So within each campaign, you can create multiple ad groups. Ad groups allow you to organize your ads based on different targeting settings, budgets, and placements. For example, one ad group might target a broad audience, while another focuses on a specific demographic. So you can just create one ad group or several, depending on your budget and testing strategy. A good rule of thumb is to start with 2 to 4 ad groups, as this gives you enough variety to test what works best without overcomplicating things. And now next is the ad level. So this is the most simple one. Within each ad group, you'll create your actual ads. These are the videos your target audience will see. I recommend starting with 2 to 3 ads per ad group, as this provides enough data for optimization. And now that we know the structure, the next thing that we are going to do is that we will be needing to connect our Shopify store into our TikTok Ads Manager account. So what would we need for that is that we would need TikTok Pixel. So we would install it here in our Shopify store. So to get started, you want to go here, navigate on the search bar at the top right here, and just search for TikTok. And then from here, you should now be able to see this TikTok app. If you're not seeing this, then you can just click here on search TikTok in Shopify App Store. And then from here, you can just click or select the TikTok app right here. So, which is this one. So just click on it. And then once you're here, just simply install this. And by the way, if you don't know what TikTok Pixel is, it's basically the one that will record or connect all of your data here in your Shopify store into your TikTok Ads Manager account so that you would have more data to work on and so on. And from here, click on Install again. And then we will now be redirected into the app in where we can connect our TikTok account into our Shopify store. So let's just wait for it to load. And here it is. So from here, we can now grow our business with TikTok ads. So click on Setup Now. And then from here, you would now need to connect your TikTok for Business account here into your Shopify store. So click on Connect. And then next, we will now click on Connect again. And then here we have the TikTok Business Center account. So we've already done that because we're already logged in. And from here, here is the TikTok Ads Manager. So as you can see right here, this is the account that we would want to connect. So click on Connect right here. And then after that, it will now be connected. So here in the data sharing, this would actually depend on the privacy policy that you have on your store. So depending on what you have, you can go for standard or maximum right here, depending on your privacy policy. So you can see here that maximum combines all data sharing options to optimize ads performance and reach the most customer. This level uses TikTok Pixel Events API, Advanced Matching, Shopify APIs, in-app checkout, and is constantly updated with the latest technology to share customer information. So this is the best one, but if you think this is stretching your privacy policy, then I suggest that you just go with the standard one right here. In my case, I'll just go maximum. And from here, you can see the TikTok pixel for Shopify. Make sure it's the correct one. Click on confirm. And then just wait for it to load. And here it is. Next thing is the company information. Set up your company information right here and so on. Click on setup. So you would need to provide all of this personal information of your business. So just provide this. And then after that, click on confirm and finish setup right here. So let me just provide mine. And now once you are done with that step, you will now be prompted here into the overview. So from here, you can see that your ad account is now under review. And this would normally take up to 24 hours. So you want to wait for this until your application has been approved. So now once you are done here, you may now go back into the TikTok Ads Manager. So once you're here, log in, and then from here, you want to click here on campaign. And from here, you would now be able to create one. So click here on create on the left side. And now in creating our campaign, we would now need to select the objective. So what is your objective for running these ads? So you would have the reach, you have traffic, the video views, community interaction, app promotion, lead generation, website conversions, or product sales. And then you would be able to see more of the details here on the right side. But let's say we are just interested in bringing traffic into our Shopify store. That is why we are running these ads just for this tutorial. But of course, if you have different objective, then feel free to choose the other options. In my case, I'll just choose traffic. So it would drive people to a website, landing page, or app, and it would show ads to people most likely to click on it. And then next is the settings right here at the bottom. So from here, we can now provide our campaign name. So let's just provide it. In my case, I'll just go for campaign number 1. For example, you can also go for Operation Ads if you would want that. So yeah, just feel free to add any name that you want. And then next is a create split test. So if you know what split test is, you can enable it right here. But if not, and you're a complete beginner, then I suggest that you just turn that off and you can just learn about it later on. We're just gonna go with the basics right here. And now next is that we have the campaign budget optimization. So this would automatically optimize your budget allocation. You'll have some on your bid strategy and optimization goal. So if you would want full control on your budget and how you're going to spend it on ads, how you are going to run it, and so on, then I suggest that you turn this off, because what this would do is that you would let TikTok AI be the one to spread your budget among the ad groups or ads that you have allocated. So yeah, if you want full control, then just don't activate this. And then next is the set campaign budget right here. You can enable this, and then you can go for the daily, lifetime, and so on right here on the amount that you're going to spend daily or lifetime. So depend on what you want. But in my case, I'll just not set this, since I would want to be more versatile and take full control on how I would be spending my budget for the ads. And click on continue once you're all done. And then from here, we will now be in the ad group level. So from here, we can now name our ad group. So which is right here. I'm just going to name this broad. So we will be broad targeting on this ad group. Broad right there. Next is the optimization location. So you want to select where you'd like to direct traffic. So you can go for website or an app. And take note that what you are seeing here might be different depending on the kind of objective that you have selected before this step, which is your advertising objective. In my case, since I would want traffic, this is what I would have right here. So I would have the optimization location. I would go for the website, since it is a Shopify store and not an app. And then for the placement, I just go for automatic placement right here. And if you go for the select placement, then it would run with the TikTok right here and the global app bundle, which is the CapCut and Fizo. So if you are running for example, a clothing store, then I suggest that you turn this off, because CapCut and Fizo is not a valuable marketplace for that. And then the Prangle right here. So depending on that, so in my case, if you would want to select the select placement only, then I suggest that you just go for TikTok. If you would want a more specific place on where you are going to show your ads. And next is the advanced settings right here. You can go for the user comment, but I typically don't recommend this because some people, or there might be a lot that would badmouth your ads, and it would really affect your impressions and conversions. So I suggest that you turn this off. And then allow the video download. I suggest that you don't allow this one, and allow video sharing. I also suggest that you don't allow this one right here. And now one last option that you would want to turn off here is the include search results option. I recommend that you turn this off so that other competitors won't be able to look up to your ads and get inspirations from it or more information from that and so on. So I suggest that you turn that off. And then once you're done with that, you will now be able to get here into the audience targeting. So this is where we will be able to target on which people you would like to see your ads. So from here, we are introducing changes to the targeting options for campaigns that include people under the age of 18 in the United States. So you might want to take note of these notices right here. And broad targeting is the best solution for most advertisers and so on, because TikTok AI shines most of that. TikTok AI is already so intelligent in terms of selecting the right people for your ads. So I don't think you need to be very specific right here. And then you would have some templates right here, saved audience and so on, and the demographics. So you can choose the location. You can go for United States, United Kingdom, and so on, any location that you'd want. And then you'd have your age range right here. You can select multiple or you can select all. In my case, since I am broad targeting, so I'll just go for all. And for the gender right here, if you have a male only product or female only product, you can select it right here. But in my case, since my product will be unisex, for example, I just select all. Next, for the languages, you can select specific languages right here, but again, I am broad targeting, so I'm just gonna go for all as much as possible. And for the spending power right here, so this is basically relating to the degree to which people have money to buy products and services. High spending people typically spend more on purchases than the average user. So if you go for high spending power, this would prioritize showing it to the people who have a record that they are spending on the app and so on right here. So TikTok would analyze that. And then next here under the audience, you could include right here, you could select lookalike, custom, quick select, and so on. You could also exclude audiences. So this is basically a template right here, or you could create tags and so on, so that you would have a template of audiences right here that you don't want to show your ads in. And then next is the interest and behaviors. So you can select interest and behaviors right here. You can go for food and beverage, e-commerce, life services, appliances, and so on, depending on your niche. Next is you have the device. So if you would want to target specific people with specific devices, so if, for example, you are app-based, then you can just do it right here. You can customize on which people you are going to show your ads to with specific devices. And then next is you have your budget schedule. So this is where you'd be setting your budget. So you can go for daily or lifetime. In my case, I'll just go for daily and just leave this as it is, which is 30 USD per day. And you would get 100 USD right here. So you'll spend after 37.50 USD in some days and less in others. You'll spend an average of 30 USD per day and no more than 210 USD per calendar week. Next, you can set a schedule. So you can set start time and run ad group continuously. So this would mean that it would only turn off if you turn it off. And here in the set start and end time is you have a schedule for when the ad would end and it would not show, and it could also start. So this is where you can set it. So here, let's say we can start it here at 27. And then we can choose a time right here depending on the time that you'd want, and then when is it gonna end, you can go right here. And then for the day parting is basically you can just choose what time of the day would you like your ads to run and so on, or you can select a specific time right here. So you can just select it if you would want. And now next is the bidding and optimization. So you would have two choices here. You would have the click. So with this option, your ad delivery won't be optimized for conversions on your website. And for the landing page view, we will deliver your ads to the people most likely to land on your website. So depending on what you want, choose whatever feels right for your business. In my case, I'll just go with click. Next, you can see the cost cap per click. And actually, this would depend on the choice that you would be picking right here. So if you go for click, you would get the cost cap per click right here. So this is how much it would cost you to get that click, which is your goal. And then the next one is the landing page view. So this would be the target CPA, or cost per acquisition. So this is based also on your goal. So they aim to spend your entire budget using the maximum delivery bid strategy to get the most results. So you can enter an amount right here if you would like to keep the average cost per result on the stated amount. So yeah, you can just choose the one that you would like. Now next is you can click and continue to proceed to the next step. And now from here, we will now be creating or customizing the ad itself. So from here in the first option, we have use Smart Creative to create ads. So basically what this would do is that it would auto-generate videos that are diversified across ad creative, asset selection, and more. So basically you would let the AI do the ad itself right here, which I don't really recommend, because if you are investing on ads, then I suggest that you invest in videos too, because it is a package. If the videos are not well created, then it won't matter, because the customers, the audience wouldn't like it. So I suggest that you use your own, and I recommend just leaving this off. Next is the ad name right here. So you can go for your name. So let's say I'm gonna go for ad broad, just for the ad name right here. Right there. And then next is the identity. So you can use your TikTok account to deliver the ad, or you could use a customized one. So you could go for this one right here, click on create, and then you can create a custom identity. So let's say sample ad tutorial, and click on create. And then after that, you would now be able to see it right here under preview. As you can see, this is how your video would look like. And now after identity, we would now get the ad details. And from here, we can edit the ad format, so you can get a better campaign performance with carousel images. So this is what's recommended. But in this tutorial, I'll just be using a single video since this is easier, just for the sake of a tutorial. But of course, you can feel free on which one you think would be best for your ad. So you can start experimenting with this one. And then next is we'll just be selecting a single video, and then the ad creative right here. So now let's upload a video by clicking here on the upload button. And now I'm just gonna drag it right in here. And then there it is. There's my video. Click on continue right here, and it will now be uploading my ad creative. And now once you have uploaded your ad creative, you should now be able to preview it right here, and you'd be able to see the video right here. Next is the text. So you can set this. This is a very important text because it would be the header. So you can go for a promotion, for example, like for buy one, take one, maybe something like that. And it would suggest something like this one if you would want to select this. In my case, I'll just select this one, free shipping. And then as you can see, it would show right here at the bottom of your account name. So it's very important. And then next is the call to action. So this is basically showing differently for different users. So you want to make sure that you would select the right call to action depending on what you are promoting on this product. So in my case, I would go for all of this right here, and I would deselect the play game because I am not advertising our games. There is no game, so this would not be appropriate, and so on. So once you have customized that, you want to leave that as is, and it would now show it right here. And then next is the interactive add-on. So in my case, I have selected this. So I can just delete this, and then you can choose from here on the recommended add-ons. In my case, I recommend going for this one right here. Click on create. And then from here, you can customize the URL right here because it would have a button. As you can see here at the right side, it would have this button. So when they click on this one, you or the audience would be redirected to the URL that you are going to set here. In my case, I'll just go for google.com for just this example. And from here, you can select your logo. In my case, it's this one. Click on open, and there it is, confirm. And here we have our logo, and it's also displayed right here. And your selling points, so you can add selling points. We can base it right here. In my case, I'll just choose something right here. So I'm just going to go for a limited time offer, bestseller, and top rated. Once you're done, click on confirm. Next is you have your destination. So this is very important because this is where they will be taken into your website. So you can just paste your landing page or product page, whatever you'd want right here in the destination URL. In my case, I'll just go for google.com for the sake of the tutorial. And you can also direct users to the link first. So it's basically a URL that takes people to a specific location within your app, such as the product page. So if you want to do that, you can turn this on and then you can just provide it right here. Next is you can check this if your ad contains AI generated content, and you can also check this box if you authorize the ad and the associated performance metrics of the campaign to be displayed on TikTok branded and affiliated platforms. So as for this one right here, this is purely subjective, and this one I suggest that you just turn this on right there. And then next is the tracking. So this is just optional. This is basically associated with the TikTok pixel that we have set up earlier, so you can just leave this as is and click on publish all once you're done right here. That's it. You now know how to run TikTok ads for your Shopify store. And all that's left is to go back here into campaign, and this is where you can see all of the campaigns, ad groups, and ad that you have created here on your TikTok Ads Manager account. And this is where you can see the analytics and other informations that you might need in order to see the growth, the progress of your campaign, ad group, and ads. And remember, patience is key. Test, analyze, and adjust until you find what works. Once you hit a high converting ad creative, scaling becomes limitless. So that is basically it for this video. Thank you for watching.